already playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just it's like this bounce between game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you should sing the rest of it.
You'd be all day.
Okay. I'm not finishing that.
That's fine.
We need something we can use. Credit card number.
Namandam, 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 namandam. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our June Shotsuki monthly memorial and adult Dharma service. I would like to begin by reading the names of those who've passed away in the month of June. Jimmy Akaba, Mary Aochi, Stanley Aochi, Yasukichi Aochi, Nobuko Yoshida Coleman, Hisai Deguchi, Haruno Egashiro, Yasaburo Egashiro, Norma Sutton Fujikawa, Melody Fujimori, Higashi Fukawa, Matsu Fukuchi, Kanae Fukutomi, Takeshi Furuta, Peng Kyang Go, Masai Goto, Satoru Harada, Natsuko Harano, Kameo Hatakeyama, Harriet Hayashida, Yoshiko Hiyama, Kyoko Hori, Mitsue Hurlbert, Shintaro Imazu, Takeo Inoue, Akio Isono, Kaz Izumi, Toshiko Kamada, Evelyn Kanada, Masai Kanagaki, Tsugio Kato, Henry Kawai, Ruby Kawamoto, George Kido, Take Kido, Mitsunori Komure, Mitsuru Kurotori, Takeshi Kusano, Mitsugi Maneki, Dorothy Matsui, Tsunejiro Matsutani, Yoshiharu Matsutani, Harue Minamoto, Misao Miyamoto, Tomie Miyamoto, Tama Miyazaki, Hatsue Mori, Katsuko Mori, Kinue Mori, Shoroku Morikawa, Tane Morikawa, Bert Morinaka, Kinuko Morinaka, Genkichi Mukuno, Riki Nagaki, Aki Naito, Saki Nakagawa, Sakae Nakaguma, Hanako Nakamura, James Nakamura, Don Nakano, Janice Nakao, Shoichi Nakao, Tami Nakao, Juhei Nakashima, Juso Nakashima, Sakae Nakazono, Brian Neishi, Julia Neishi, Kikuyo Neishi, Michiko Neishi, Suzanne Neishi, Sai Nishimura, Kyuji Obayashi, George Ochikubo, Suga Ogawa, Asai Okai, Yunosuke Okai, Richard Okano, Ken Okamura, Suehachi Omura, Noboru Ono, Rose Ono, Karen Otsuka, Kazuyo Sakai, Sanemon Sasajima, Nobuyuki Sasaki, Miyoko Satake, Tomie Satake, Kenji Sato, Bunjiro Shigematsu, Risuke Shiozaki, Kikue Suda, Koto Suyama, Noboru Takagaki, George Tamori, Sada Tanabe, Nancy Tanaka, Hisayo Taniguchi, Kiyoshi Taniguchi, Ben Tanisawa, Tome Tanisawa, Tomoe Tatai, Yaeko Teramae, Itsue Tsuchida, Harold Tsujimoto, Kiku Tsushima, Kimiko Tsushima, Kumaichi Tsushima, Teruko Tsutakawa, Benjamin Wakabayashi, Hakuzo Watanabe, Takeo Yago, Fukutaro Yamamoto, Hamako Yamanashi, Koraku Yamane, Roy Yamane, Yoshio Yamato, Matsutaro Yamashita, Hatsutaro Yoshisato, Kumekichi Yoshiura. Next, we will have Sutra chanting. Today we will chant Juseige, which is on page 23 in the small purple book that you should have, and if you don't, someone can grab it for you. And you can chant along, or you can think about your loved ones that are being honored during the chanting. Namandam, 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 namandam. 浄土志願不満足政府上昇学がお無量公不意大摂取不採処便具政府上昇学が至成仏道妙所長実法苦教未所門政府上昇学利欲人少年上映主凡行しぐむ浄土一生天人師人力現代公不所無才道少女三苦妙交際主役難回避知恵言滅死根も安閉塞小悪道通達全宗門高僧上満足異様の実法日月主寿期天候音符言一種解放像公正独法上大集中説法ししく供養一切仏具足主徳本元年出上満徳意三害を如仏無下知通達未不詳願学エリク投資最小尊志願や国家大戦を感動国書天人東珍妙慶 Ojo an gakko. Okay, let's do Nembutsu recitation. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, 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 namanda. Okay, next let's recite the three treasures, which is on page 3 in the small purple book. I know you might have just put it down. Sorry about that. The three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. Namanda. Oh. Okay, good morning again. Welcome everyone. We got a special guest, repeat from last week. Can you see? You know who this is? Lil Bub, yeah. And so Lil Bub is the magical space cat. She likes both science and magic. She passed away a few years ago and returned to her home planet of Bub, Bub. But we have our holographic recreation right here. And so Bub is here to remind us of a very special aspect of our Jodo Shinshu teachings. Do you remember what it is? Yeah, it's Bub, BU Buddhism. Okay, BU Buddhism. And I feel like that's just such a special aspect of our Buddhism. There's actually 3 B's though. Be aware, be kind, be yourself. Okay? Be aware, be kind, and be yourself. So that be yourself is part of the BU Buddhism of Bub. Right? So Bub can help us remember the third one. And then remember, oh yeah, there's 3 B's. Right? Be aware, be kind, be yourself. So be aware is really special because there's so much. It's packed with stuff. Because be aware of what? Right? We got to ask. It's kind of like mindfulness. Out in the world we hear mindfulness, 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 but often I don't think we know what we're supposed to be mindful of. Right? And so we should always ask that question. What are they telling me to be mindful of and why? I think we can be critical. We can think about this stuff too. We don't just have to accept it without any thought. So to me, be aware, there's a whole bunch of things. One is Buddha. Be aware of Buddha. Be aware of Buddha in your life. Be aware of Buddha's teachings. And one way we can do that is by saying Namo Amida Butsu. Right? So when we say Namo Amida Butsu, that's one aspect of it. It's called Nembutsu. Right? You hear me say Nembutsu, like Nembutsu chanting. Nen is mindful, Butsu is Buddha. So Nembutsu is literally Buddha mindfulness, Buddha awareness. So one aspect of be aware is be aware of Buddha. Another aspect, though, is be aware of myself. Who am I? Why am I here? What's going on? Why do I do the things I do? Right? What am I doing now? Am I here present now, or am I thinking about lunch? Or am I thinking about next week, or the flight home, or whatever? Right? There's all kinds of stuff we can be thinking about, and to be aware of that is one aspect, But I think today, especially because it's Shotsuki, I'm thinking about who am I? That question. So you're not thinking who is Reverend Bridge, you're thinking who am I from your perspective, right? So each one of you can think, who am I? Who am I? And so the easy answer is, I'm me. Give me a break. That's all that's important. This is America, right? It's all about me, 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 me. I am me. But Buddhism teaches us, no, I am me, but I am me because of others. The only way that I am who I am is because of others. So if I think, who is Reverend Bridge? Who am I? I'm Reverend Bridge because of you. Right? If it wasn't for you, I would just be up here talking to an empty room. Right? But I'm not. I'm here, Reverend Bridge, because it's Shotsuki. I'm here because it's Shotsuki, because of your families, if you're here for Shotsuki. Right? And that the Shotsuki is this special service when we remember our loved ones who've passed away. So by doing that, you might think, well, isn't that who are they? And part of it is, because you want to think about them. You want to talk about them if you go out to lunch, or think about them throughout the day, right? And you can talk about stories of what they did and, when did they come to this country, whatever. There's all kinds of stuff we can think about our loved ones who've passed. But if I think about them, it also tells me about me. And I think it tells you about you, right? Awareness of where you come from, right? Awareness of your family. Awareness of these relationships, right? That it's not all about me, it's I am me because of others. So that's be aware, right? Be kind is the next one, right? In this kindness kind of aspect. To be kind, that's Buddhism's way to be, ideal way to be. Be nice, be friendly, be helpful, be caring, be kind, be compassionate. All these different ways to think about how we can be. And how can I be? I mean, there's other ways to be. I can be mean. Actually, I can be mean. Me, Reverend Harry, I can be totally mean. It's easy. Sometimes it's even fun. But you know what? Buddhism says if you're going to be mean, you have to be willing to take the consequences, right? And you have to recognize the impact that you have on others, right? So that being mean, I mean, a lot of our culture is about being mean. Right? Comedy, a lot of comedy is making fun of people, right? And we see it all the time on TV, whether it's cartoons or sitcoms or whatever, right? This kind of meanness can be hilarious. I'll be honest, right? But as Buddhists, we want to remember, but wait. Yeah, it was kind of fun, but I didn't like how I felt when I saw how much it hurt the other person, right? I didn't like it when they looked kind of sad, right? And so when we realize that, maybe we remember, number 2 of the 3 B's, be kind. And then the be yourself, right? And so Bub has been here waiting. There's Bub looking at the TV screen or the computer screen or whatever it is. Hi, everybody on the internet. Be yourself. Right? So that's really interesting. But what if I'm not always kind? I could still be myself. I still have to be who I am. But be myself and keep in mind this awareness and this kindness. Be myself, but I also have to let other people be themselves. Maybe that's the hard part. I think be yourself is pretty hard too, actually. It's not easy, So we can think about, well, I want to be myself, but who am I? Right? I want to try to be myself, be the best me that I can be, but also have to let others be themselves as well. So those 3, right? Bub, so we got Lil Bub. Oh, sorry, she's looking at the internet, but I want to show her here. So Bub can remind us, right? Lil Bub, be you Buddhism. But then we remember there's actually 3 B's, right? So be aware, be kind, and be yourself. Right? No, I think she'll kind of come back to my podium later, right? But she was at the table there, so you could see her when you came in. This is a really special service. Today we had a nice day. If you were online, you didn't get to see it, but we had our Hatsumairi, our infant presentation. And so I realized we're kind of recognizing 4 generations today, in at least one case, right? One family case. And that's another really neat thing about our Shotsuki, is just recognizing all of these generations of people, And I bet if we look at the Shotsuki list, we'll find multiple generations there as well, right? Because all kinds of people from probably 100 years ago up until recently. And so one thing I realized is that we do, it's kind of life cycle rituals, huh? And we actually, a lot of our special services are life cycle rituals. We did Shinran's birthday recently. We did Shakyamuni Buddha's birthday. We also did Shinran's memorial in January. Right? We had graduation last week, which people online may not have been able to see, but we did do our graduation, so there's another life cycle. And then today, with Hatsumairi, the first visit. Technically, maybe not the exact first visit, but first official visit. How's that? We honor and welcome our new family members to the Sangha. And for the Shotsuki, then, it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition. And what I love about Buddhism is we can celebrate it all. Right? That we can, even though in America, in the West, sometimes death is viewed as a negative thing. And in Buddhism, we acknowledge we may feel sadness when we lose someone. 25th year, that's a long time, but I bet there might still be sadness, right? And that's okay. Right? And yet, also, this wonderful recognition of all these connections, right? This incredible awareness of our relationships and how important these people are to us. If anyone is 25 years and up, there's a good chance I never met them in person, right? And yet, I feel like I've met them through their family, right? Meet them through you, that they have this impact, even if you never met. I never met two of my grandparents. They passed before I was born, right? And yet, they still had this deep impact on me. Right? Still part of who I am. So again, who am I? It's not just about me, right? For me, it's my parents, my grandparents, my ancestors, my friends, my family, my teachers. For each of you, right, we can think about that today. Who am I? And as part of that answer, to remember the people on our Shotsuki monthly memorial list that we are honoring and remembering and recognizing today. So I want to thank you very much for joining us for our June Shotsuki Hoyo. Let's conclude the Dharma talk with Kansho. So with help from Lil Bub, remembering our You Buddhism, also on this occasion of a Shotsuki, let us remember those who we are honoring today, talk about them, think about them as we consider our own lives. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. Should we sing Ondokusan II? Can you tell me what page it's on in the small purple book? Oh, yeah. 76? Page 76. Let's talk about it after. Okay. We're going to do it a cappella, but don't worry, I'll lead you. Okay, ready, go. Nyorai dai no ondoku wa miyoko ni shite mo hozu beshi shishu chishiki no ondoku mo hone o kudakite mo shasu beshi. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, I think we're going to try to do announcements, so give me a second to get set up, because it's going to be Robert Noguchi from his remote location. Maybe Castro Valley, I'm not sure. Okay, now I got to adjust this. You're going to do announcements, right, Robert?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Speaker, external headphones. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sensei. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Buddhist Church of Oakland. Congratulations to the new children that were brought for the Hatsumairi this morning. Congratulations to them and their families. A few announcements coming up. We got a couple of things happening. If you look at the BC website, Buddhist Church of Oakland website, one of the first things you'll see is the bazaar, which is next Saturday, June 17th from noon to 6. We have a lot of things going on, and our menu has been expanded from last year, kind of widening the scope a little bit. We will have a gift shop from the Oakland Buddhist Women's Association, silent auction. The Dharma School will be doing some children's games, and the raffle is returning with a new look as far as it's a new set of tickets with a new set of prizes and a new cost too. So if you're able to turn in your raffle tickets, those members can turn in your raffle tickets right away. We need to have them so we can get it into the drawing for next Saturday. So if you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to contact the office or John Takagaki, the chair of the bazaar. And we want to thank John for all his work and efforts in putting our bazaar on this year. Other bazaars in progress today, the Eden Township Japanese Community Center and Eden JCL Bazaar 2023 is in progress today. It was held yesterday and it will be held today from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. over at the community center, which is on Elgin Street, San Lorenzo, just down the street from Bayfair Station. Okay, and what else? We have the Oakland Buddhist Women's Association will proudly present Betty Nobue Kano, an artist, for a talk and a look at her various works of art. That'll be on Sunday, July 23rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the church in the social hall. And if you'd like more information about that, please contact the office, Buddhist Church. You need to RSVP by July 16th, and you can find it on the website, BuddhistChurchofOakland.org. Going to the BCA website, Buddhist Churches of America, the one event that I wanted to point out today is the BYR6, the BCA Summer Youth Retreat for high school students from June 25th through July 1st at the Juseige Center in Berkeley. So you could just click on this link here to register, but it's on the website, BuddhistChurchesOfAmerica.org, as well as a bunch of other things you can take a look at and see, and events and talks and things like that going on for the Buddhist Churches of America. Let's see, other bazaars I want to make sure we pointed out is the the Eden Bazaar today, and the Alameda Bazaar is in 2 weeks after ours on, but I believe Sunday the 25th. So that'll be at the Alameda Buddhist Temple. Going back to the Buddhist Church of Oakland website, BuddhistChurchofOakland.org, our donations page. You can even make a donation for today's Shotsuki Service, Shotsuki donations, and there's another number of other choices you can make too. So we want to thank you very much for all your support and for coming to the Buddhist Church of Oakland. Wanted to thank Reverend Bridge for officiating today's Shotsuki service, as well as Reverend Michael Endo for assisting, and our host 3 group, which is chaired by John Takagaki, providing hospitality for folks coming to the church today. So I want to thank all of you for helping make today's service possible. Okay. And the Zoom crew also helping get the sights and sounds on Zoom and YouTube presentation. So once again, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you all at the bazaar next weekend. I'll send it back to Sensei.
Thank you, Robert. This will conclude our June Shotsuki Hoyo and Shotsuki Hoyo monthly memorial and adult Dharma service. Ooh. There I am. Why don't we conclude? Kansho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Nama. Take it away, Steve.